What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Garage Golf Simulator. This is Turbo Talon Golf. It's Monday the 23rd of February 2026. Pretty rough day. I don't know why. I didn't even do anything hard. But it is what it is. Today, let's get our reps in with FlyinFatKid's Crazy Fun League and Hosel Rocket Golf League. One of them's at Farm Links Golf Club and the other one is at Capilano Golf and Country Club. Let's play FlyinFatKid's League first like we always do. 6,400 yard tees, 2-foot gimmies, which I kind of like. Soft greens, soft fairways, 10 stimp, calm wind. We've got soft greens coupled with 10 stimp. So that could produce a whole smattering of different effects there. I don't have any TikToks for you. I think the biggest news I'd say is that I lost the goddamn controller to my MGI Zip Navigator. Guess we got some background music. Anyway, I lost the controller to my electronic walking cart, so that was $300 down the drain. That's it. I feel like we've done this course recently. I don't think the music continues on for very long. .263 to the pin. Let's hit a 3 hybrid here. I mean, the music's slightly annoying. I hope it fucking stops soon. Hey, Foof. Howdy do. That's gonna need to be good enough for a warm-up. Guys, I swear to God, if this music goes the whole time, there, you can have a little bit of it, but not a lot of it. And I'm gonna turn mine down too, because this shit's fucking annoying. Farm Links Country Club. Okay, I think that was it. There it went. We're all better off. Foof says he went out and played 9 holes yesterday after church. How did it go? How did it go? And then Foof says, do you remember the Hee Haw show? I do remember it, but it wasn't something that was on at our house very much. I do remember Hee Haw, though. Is that from Hee Haw? Or is it just some generic banjo track? All right, guys, 10 stimp, soft greens. Random person here is 2 under par for the round. Oh yeah, dude. Foof says he shot a 41 on 9 holes. That's a really good score. I'm happy when I walk off the golf course with anywhere in the low 40s. So, congratulations, sir. Foof says the banjo reminds him of hee-haw, just some country blumpkin type music. Foof says it was an executive course, so he only had one par 5. Dude, what is an executive course? Is it like only for executives and it needs to be a short course so they can get done quick, or what the hell does it mean? We need to get done quick so we can go hang out with our mistresses. Get in the hole. Love it. If you don't love that, fuck you. You're wrong. Oh, I said blumpkin on purpose, dude. Wiley says it's short in and out, so they can get to doing what they need to do with their mistresses, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Country blumpkin style. Oh, if that had done the classic fade / power slice, dude, we'd have been power slice. How about power fade? Whatever. Okay, regular rough. Executive course, it's like a 9-hole course with more par 3s so you can play it faster. Okay, I think the underlying idea here is so you can play it faster. Yep. So business people could play it on their lunch breaks, country blumpkin in the outhouse. Yeah, if your girl's into that type of thing, get you a blumpkin. Get you a blumpkin. What I shoot yesterday at Glen Eagle, I think I shot an 84, which is really good for me. That's really good for me. That's really good for anybody, considering like less than 50% of the golf population can even break 100, right? All right, guys, that's two missed birdies, so we should theoretically be like 2 under par right now. 3 under par. Wiley House says maybe an extra 30 minutes for a longer lunch to get 9 holes in, going back to the blue light misery. Yeah. Sometimes I leave work and I'm just like, why do I feel so crappy? I'm sure it's got something to do with the lighting, but Willie Beeman says, we're winning. We're winning for now. We're only on the 4th hole. We're winning for now. Foof says the highlight of his day was making a sand wedge shot out of a drained water hazard. That's something worth talking about, my friend. I'd also like to point out that I just beat that fucking ball like it owed me money. Total length of the drive was 255 because of the soft fairways, and I still got 155 into the pin with a 2-mile-an-hour headwind. On a par 4, mind you. On a par 4. 400, you shouldn't have this much trouble with a 405-yard par 4, dude. Ever. That was a pretty valiant shot. Foof says he used the TRIFLIs for that round and it worked pretty good. Used the same balls the whole time. Yeah, dude, if you shot a 41, you couldn't have lost too many balls. Really none, honestly. I'm not sure what just happened there, but we had a high lofted shot that fell out of the air like a airplane whose engines just quit. But I don't think it's any secret that GS Pro's physics are subpar, right? Okay, 10 stimp soft greens, 10 stimp soft greens. 10 stimp soft greens. Okay, there's our first bogey. Completely unnecessary bogey. It wasn't like we hit OB or hit into a hazard. It was just a completely unnecessary bogey. So for me to get to over here on this green, I mean, you can almost just attack the pin. We're looking at, I don't know, 130 something. Foof says he hit out of the water hazard. Didn't lose any balls. For a par. That's probably in the hole. Just kidding. It's like 50 fucking yards away. SpongeBob SquarePants. We're not singing that song again. What song are we singing today, guys? All right, so this is 65 yards, feet, plus a foot of elevation, so I don't know, 77, but it's on 10 stimp. Like, you got to kind of give this ball a ride here. It's tracking, no such luck. Losing no balls. I think I lost one ball yesterday, but my God, we found so many. TP5Xs. My buddy Irwin found so many Pro Vs. I don't know what it is. If people in Utah are just so rich that they can afford to not even look for a Pro V. They're like, fuck it, I'll just hit another ball. I don't know what it is. You can bet your ass if I played Pro Vs, I'd be looking for them though. Right? You'd be looking for them. TP5X is the same thing. They're $5, $6 a ball too. All right, that's more like it, 292 yards. That's more like it. And we still got a fucking country mile into the pin. Trying to decide whether I should hit a 3-iron or a hybrid. What's the lie? 6-8 down out of the rough. It's a par 5. Let's just move. Let's just advance the ball here. Foof says trapped in the closet. Is that the song you'd like me to sing? Like from South Park? Willie says he shot the best round of his life on Friday on the sim. It was Fat Kids League. Shot 2 under. All the hard work is paying off. Yes, it is nice. It's nice when you start to see some results. For me, I felt like I was toiling and toiling and toiling, and then one day stuff kind of started to come together. Stay out of there. Stay out of there. It's a par 5, guys. I'd say that was a pretty good shot with the 4-iron. Probably went like 70 or 80 yards because of GS Pro, but 30. Okay. Trying a little too hard, guys. Trying a little too hard. On these chip shots, you just kind of want to let the weight of the club do the work. But I am a gorilla holding a golf club, so it doesn't always pan out that way. So, Foof, I thought the R. Kelly song Trapped in the Closet was from South Park. Or South Park had something to do with it. But I'm also not a walking encyclopedia. Let's hit a golf ball there. So I'm talking to this engineer today. She's young, maybe 24, 25 years old. And she says, hey, can you help me answer this question from the customer? And I said, that's a good question, but I don't think you're asking the correct question. I said, what if we formulate a better question? She wasn't interested in formulating a better question. She was interested in answering the question. Because I'm basically a consultant. I get paid to give my opinion on shit. Yes, it's a really great job, and yes, I'm lucky to have it, and I expect them to fire me at any time. But I thought it was interesting that she wasn't interested. She wasn't interested. That's a lot of interest. In formulating a better question, she was just fixated on the original question, which I can see, right? You're a young kid. That was Shank, I think. You're a young kid. You want to do what you're told. You want to make a name for yourself. Meanwhile, my old ass, he's been around a while, and I'm like, maybe, you know, what if we ask some better questions instead of just answering these shitty ones? Okay, this hole's turning into classic turbo talon golf. So it's funny. Dealing with people's funny. Having a generation gap's kind of funny. This putt's going to go somewhere very strange, 50-something feet. That's crazy that 10 Stimp's been hemming us up and then all of a sudden it's not anymore. Foof, I don't know what a CW5 is. We've been through this, buddy. Willie says, you're a young kid, you're an engineer, laugh my fucking ass off. Willie, I think the joke's been lost on me. She is a degreed engineer. All right, so every putt we've had, we've missed it to the right. What's going on with my turf here? Oh, is that a fucking double? Ouch. You guys, this is the only channel you can tune into and watch somebody hit double bogeys and birdies in the same round over and over and over again. It's absolute insanity. Like if you tuned in at the wrong time, you'd think I was either a really low handicap golfer or I had just fucking started golfing yesterday. Am I wrong or am I wrong? 200. Like you could, depending on when you tuned in, you would either see me fucking chip it in for eagle or hit a triple, like a triple bogey. Insanity. Right? Like most people can't hit a 3-iron, but I'd say that was a pretty swell 3-iron shot. Not quite up to the pin. Craziness. Oh, Foof, I ain't no warrant officer, buddy. The Air Force didn't have warrant officers when I was in. I think they were talking about getting them back, but yeah. All right, so I think we're getting off the tee pretty well. The approach shots aren't bad, but I think the greens are going to end up eating us alive here. So Willie, you're not offending me. I'm not an engineer, dude. I have a high school diploma. I just have a lot of knowledge in a very niche subject. Yeah, you're not offending me, buddy. Hosel says he's officially sick of snow. Dude, like I was saying in my live stream a few days ago, I'm from Utah. I'm from here, and I don't even like snow, dude. I don't like snow sports. I like my baseball, I like my football, I like my golf. I do not like snowboarding, I do not like skiing, etc., so forth and so on. So I feel you, dude, but February is drawing to a close, so hopefully we're almost done with it. I did not mean to fade that ball. It just so happened that we're on a fucking dog leg right ish. Foof says warrant officer because I deal with younger people I don't want to work with. You guys, these engineers, they all mean well. You rarely run into one of them that's just trying to skirt the system or collect a paycheck. Like they all want to make a name for themselves. They're not being malicious. It's just as a kid you're like, I'm gonna do this thing that I was told to do to the best of my ability, right? I want to show mommy and daddy that I'm capable, right? As an adult, you're like, you're asking the wrong question. Yes, I understand you want to answer the question that you were given, but you're asking the wrong question. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, well, this was the question I was asked. I have to answer it. But my old ass is like, you're asking the wrong question. The customer's asking the wrong questions. Anyway, I think we've beat the shit out of this subject. Get up there. Chat's on fucking fire today, guys. You're doing really well. Every time you post something in the chat, I make 10 cents, so keep it up. Yes, Foof, I would love to take a dune buggy out to the salt flats and pretend like it's Mad Max. That would actually be pretty cool, but I don't have a dune buggy. Paul says it's in the 50s here today. He's over winter. I'm moving farther south. Dude, I watched one of your videos. You were with the dude in the beanie that was cussing up a storm. And you guys were saying something about 50 or 55 degrees was as low as you would play golf. And while I agree with you, we've got to go a little bit lower here in order to justify playing. Because if we only played in 55 degree weather, we wouldn't play very much during this time of year. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit of a leak here. It's not to our detriment yet, but I think if we have a leaker on the wrong hole, that it could be bad. And you can also see that it's just robbing distance from me. It's robbing distance from me. Foof says I should put a sign up to not tap on the glass or you'll scare the engineers. There's some of them that they're super weird. Like you'll be walking past them in the hallway and they don't want to engage with you because you're like another human. It's super weird, dude. That's not the kind of environment I grew up in. Willie says he's over it too. Born and raised in Cali, live in Alaska now. Building my sim made winters bearable. Yeah. Alaska's a whole nother animal in itself. We lived up in Fairbanks for a while, and my wife's dad was a F-16 crew chief, so he spent a lot of time up in Alaska. Bad Lies says, what's up, everybody? And PVC says, I can't go lower than 50. Thanks for watching. Yeah, dude, that's all I had time to watch. I got to do a lot more. I watched the video with where the marshal helped you guys out, moved your ball to a better lie. So that was pretty entertaining. It also got me to thinking, there's only one course here. All of last summer, I only saw a marshal at one course here all summer long. You guys call them something else. We call them marshals, course marshals. That was probably a little thin. Should be fine. You called him a ranger? Yeah, I think it's all the same shit. It's basically the dude driving his golf cart around telling people they need to speed up the pace of play, right? That's what our marshals are. Foof says he used to work somewhere where they played Dungeons and Dragons in a underground storage room. Dude, I know some people think Dungeons and Dragons is gay or whatever, but I find it highly enjoyable. No two games are the same. There's been people that have been playing the same game for decades, you know what I'm saying? It's good old-fashioned, clean nerdery, you know? Okay, guys, that's what, 4 or 5 missed to the right. I did have 0.5 HLA on that, but I just don't think it was that bad. Willie says Fairbanks is crazy, Wasilla isn't as bad. Yeah, I only remember Fairbanks, and we were only there for a few months. And Bad Lies says, in Florida, we don't have any starters or marshals in the spring and summer. It's dead and my favorite time to golf. So you guys have golf courses that aren't overrun by fucking weekend warriors for every single tee time from like 5:30 a.m. through fucking 3 p.m., 4 p.m. That's a place I want to be. Golf's so popular in Utah that if you're not watching the tee times constantly, you won't get one. I kind of hate it, honestly. All right, so this 3 hybrid, I typically don't have a problem with hybrids, but for some reason I can't fucking hit the fucker straight. I realize that's a skill issue. We got to go a little low here, and we got a long way to go, so I'm going to punch out of here. 3-iron punch. You know the drill. I have to use that shot entirely too often. Bad Lies says you can play 18 holes in 2 hours. No one anywhere to be found. Dude, I can't even imagine a world where that exists. Oh, guys, we're shooting ourselves in the foot here. Nothing, you ain't getting any rollout on these greens, and it's costing us about a stroke per. So this is going to be a double. It's costing us about a stroke per hole. Foof says you could try a 5 hybrid. Foof, I have a 3, 4, and 5 hybrid here. And they each go a different distance. And they're unique, little snowflakes. I can hit it, just not lately. For a while there, it was going straight as an arrow. I don't know what's going on. Golf's very fickle. Golf is a very fickle sport. Kind of like you'll have a pitcher who has like a 2.7 ERA, and he's just having a shitty fucking couple of months, and his ERA creeps up to 3, then 4, then 5. Next thing you know, they're not putting him in the game at all. Golf's kind of like that. You go through spells and phases, or at least that's what I've noticed. As long as your basics are good, you should be fine. That was a little slappy. Lucky there's a bunker there to stop it though, so I think we should be good to go. Let's get out of this bunker. 15 yards. That one rolled out a little. That's pretty sweet. Thirteenth hole. What do we got here? 327. I'll tell you right now, that was a little bit thin. If it wasn't for the soft greens, that thing would have gone to the fucking moon, Alice. Does anyone in here watch that Jimmy Tropicana golf guy? Anyone at all? Yes, no, maybe so. I think he's also based out of Florida. Uses a lot of hair product. Pretty cool guy. Yeah, Willie says he knows who Jimmy Tropicana is. So as long as at least one of you... Oh, he's California? Okay, that's my bad. It just shows how fucking out of the loop I am. He was doing a tutorial on how to hit fairway woods. And I've mentioned this before, but he said something strange to me. He said, good shot. He said for fairway woods to have the ball close to your right foot. So to have the ball like back in your stance. And he's the only person that I've ever seen or heard suggest that. So it was strange to me because it really defies conventional wisdom. I've never ever seen anyone else, Rick Shields, any of them, say to have your ball that far back in your stance for a fairway wood. See, PVC's saying he might be in Vegas. Willie says he helped him with his game a lot, helped him put his baseball ego aside. He does talk about that baseball stuff a lot because he used to be a baseball player. And he was saying when he figured out that baseball, he was getting too old and it wasn't working out anymore, he picked up golf. Okay, that was a really good strike with the 4 hybrid. Bounce back. Beautiful. That was a really good strike. Just a little bit over the top. Very good strike. 29. Willie says he's in LA. And Foof says dress like a bowler, swing like a baseballer, and drink like a darts thrower. And Willie says that's the exact reason he picked golf up, was transition from baseball. But anyway, this Jimmy Tropicana guy, love him, like him, or hate him, says you should have the ball almost by your back foot in your stance for fairway woods. Which is neither here nor there. It's just strange to hear somebody say something that's so far off from like the traditional wisdom of ball placement for a particular club, right? Foof says golf's a retirement home for former baseball players. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a far cry from football or basketball as far as mechanics go. getting a little leaky. We're getting a little leaky. We're getting a little leaky. I don't care for it. 250. Dude, that same swing outside here in Utah would have gone fucking 290, 300. Gotta love that altitude change. Willie says my ball flight's pretty good today. I appreciate it, kind sir. I'm training to get on the Corn Ferry Tour. I think I'm close, but people keep saying I need to cut like 20 more strokes off my handicap. I don't believe them. Did you guys know that you only have to take the test to become like a PGA like instructor or coach? You only have to play 2 rounds of 18 holes, I think in the same day, but I'm not sure if it needs to be in the same day. And you only need to score a 79. And I'm not saying a 79 is easy to get. It is not. All I'm saying is that if you want to say you're like a PGA grade instructor, I think what I read was that it was 2 rounds with a 79. That's fucking leaking right, probably in the bunker. Oh, that's wet? Do we have a headwind or something? I must have miscalculated something. That was pretty bad. Guys, I'm obviously not going to hit out of this. And if you back up far enough to be anywhere worth a fuck, you're basically on the tee box again. So 160 minus 15 is about 145, and we've got a tailwind. I honestly can't tell you why that didn't go where it needed to go. Is what it is. Are we just going to keep on putting balls in the water? Because that's sure what it looks like we're doing. All right, guys, classic turbo talon golf. Bunch of birdies, and then we're going to blow it on this hole. I just don't want to hit out of this lie. We'll get one over there eventually. Next option, we'll hit again. It's like the dude who put a sleeve of balls in the water at Augusta. Classic turbo talon golf here. Get up there. You guys, something is amuck with this hole, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter, but that's pretty strange to hit 2 consecutive balls into the drink. 19-foot putt. Okay, that's no good. Classic turbo talon golf, guys. Let's see here. Foof says Cornhole Ferry Tour. In Germany, you need to pass a test to get a license to even play on a golf course. Yeah, we got a guy who works with us. He's from Sweden, though, not Germany, and he said that you had to get, they called it a green card, strangely, but you had to get this green card to even be able to play on a course. So you couldn't have these fucking half-drunk 22-year-old dudes in like fucking hey dudes out on the golf course like you do here in America. That are taking like 3 tee shots off of every tee box and shit. But that also would have been the same rule that kept us off the golf course when we were younger, so I don't know. Like it, love it, hate it, I guess. Foof keeps calling me Tin Cup. Hey, dude, it was only 2 shots. Fucking calm down. Willie says, I was going to say you were pulling for you, Tin Cup. Well, I mean, I got to get the ball over there, right? Coach Tom Golf, the test is 36 holes on the same day. Okay, welcome to the chat. That is also what I heard, but was it 2 consecutive scores under 79 or like an average of 79 or something? Like say you shot an 81 and a 76 or 75, you'd still be good to go. All right, guys, the 3 hybrid continues to just give us fits here. We'll get it down one of these days. I wouldn't say it's an easy club to hit. It doesn't even have a 20 degrees aloft, but we'll get it. We'll get it. Yeah, I don't, Foof says it's European fashion to wear sandals and socks. No comment. Foof says, also they started that whole trend of people wearing fanny packs across their chest. I thought that was something that came from here in the States, but I'm okay to be pleasantly surprised on occasion, just like the rest of us, right? Guys, I don't love the score, 4 over par, but you can see we had fucking 800 birdies. Just classic turbo talon golf. This is the only 2 I don't like, the double and the double plus. Everything else was fine. Good fairways, good greens. Let's move on to the next round, because I ain't got all day. Let's play Hosel's League. Hosel was at one point in the chat. Capilano, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Golf and Country Club. 6,100 yard tees, Saturday pins, 10-foot gimmies, 11 stimp calm wind, hard fairways, soft greens. You guys, we may actually have a good time here on this course. It's got all the makings. It's got all the makings of something magical. All right. Okay, Coach Tom says, yes, it sounds like it's an average of the 2 scores. And you got to average a 79 over 36 holes. That'd be tough. All right, we got a lot of graphical skipping and hipping and dippity doing here. Even though it says with the V-Sync off, we're hitting 90 frames a second. Let's dial the graphics back a smidgen. We're already on very high. Let's just go to high. I don't have a new graphics card. Downhill here. we might be all right, but we're playing hard fairways. Don't block me out. Don't block me out. All right, we're blocked out. Par 4. You guys can play all sorts of stupid shots here. Just check your colliders. You're 100% going to hit this tree. If you can see here on my screen, we have a collider even here in this open spot. So let's say you were some kind of golf prodigy and you could hit this spot, no problem. It still wouldn't matter because the course designer has a collider right here. I'm not going to get too much into my opinions on GS Pro because I think everybody who tunes into the live stream regularly is pretty aware of how I feel about it. But that's kind of that's the fight we're fighting right now. Let's just get down here to near the pin, probably take our bogey and go home. Okay, so we did end up hitting the collider, and we still flew from hell to breakfast. So you guys, in this simulation software, assuming that you're a normal golfer and you spend a lot of time in trees and bunkers and stuff like I do, colliders and other physics anomalies are something that you need to become firmly aware of. Okay? Do it, get to the chopper. Okay, we were able to par out of there even after that not great tee shot. Willie says, solid fucking round, good shit, dude. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Willie says GS Pro does that sometimes for him and he has a fucking spaceship running it. So I'm guessing he's got a 4080, 4090 or a 5000 series graphics card, or it's a AMD graphics card and I'm not familiar with them. Foof says all the course designers are sadists. They're nihilists, Donnie, says Willie. Guys, I talk a lot of shit, but in real life, IRL, I'm the one swinging the golf club. I'm the one not hitting it where it needs to go in order to make the launch monitor gods happy. So I'm not placing 100% on the blame on the software, but there's certainly times when the software makes shit a little more difficult than it needs to be. Which is why I would prefer, 10 times out of 10, I would prefer to be outside. A bunch of physicky things just happened there. 230-yard drive that would have been 307 in real life. But the launch monitor's at 4,300 feet above sea level, so don't take that too much to heart. It probably would have been 280. Little leaker to the right there, but other than that, that was a really good shot. Little to the right of the green. I'm a 15 handicap outside. I will take that shit every time. Should we have been on the green on a 385-yard par 4? Yes, absolutely. No questions about it. And we probably need to up our chipping game. But other than that, let's just have a good time, boys. 20-footer, playing 21.5 feet. I wish I was that good at putting in real life, guys. Sorry to break your hearts. Foof says they're egoists, beholden to nothing, free to shape the world as they see fit, and any moral consequences are irrelevant. I mean, I say pretty mean shit about them, dude. Right? On the regular. So those of you who are in the chat, in the live streams quite often, how are you feeling about not having any TikTok fodder? Like it, love it, hate it, could do without it. You miss it dearly. It's got to be one of those, right? I like it because it's easy money. It's easy money. Okay, we got 180 to the pin. Let's hit the 4-iron here. Looks like I left my V-Sync off. Let's go back to V-Sync 1. There we go. That's my bad. PVC says he likes the TikToks. That's good to hear because I do as well. Willie Beeman says, God damn, the balls stop on these greens. I think we're playing soft greens, sir. Yes, greens are soft. Too many buttons on this button box, dude. I'm getting, what's it called? When you have too many choices? Yeah, that thing. All right, we must have come across that pretty good. And I'm not talking about your old high school girlfriend. You guys, that one was pretty bad, okay? I know I say we try not to talk about anything illegal, immoral, or indecent here, but I think in recent episodes we've just moved to illegal. Indecent and immoral are now on the table. We've got a hellaciously long putt and it's downhill, so this one could be easy to let get away from you. 47 down, 12's 35, give or take. Just stay in the circle, dude. I can't be making a putt that long. All right, guys, that was a pretty bad mistake. We're chipping. When you're a foot down over 45 feet, that's a lot of down. And it deserves to be respected and feared because that's a lot down. 50. What do we got in the chat? Foof says you have to follow Max Sterner in order to design courses. Foof, who the fuck is Max Sterner, buddy? It's not illegal. Willie says it's not illegal if she was asking for it. I mean, skeeting across your high school girlfriend's not illegal if she was asking for it. That is correct. Okay, that is probably a bogey in the making. Club doesn't really do that outdoors, but we're not going to talk about that. 33. All right, so Carrie carry would have been 33 yards in just off of normal ground. You can see that we lost a lot of carry out of the bunker. So we're playing, I'd say we're playing safely 50% bunkers, 50% power loss. What did I say the stimp was here? I feel like I'm having a fucking seizure. Oh, it's 11, it's not 10. All right, that's my bad. Foof says it's a German, so let me go back a little bit here. Max Stirner's a German philosopher who basically started nihilism and egoism. Foof, I have some questions for you, buddy. I feel like we've known each other long enough for me to ask this shit. How do you know all this stuff? Do you have like 10 master's degrees? What is it? What is it? Tell me. Because I'm not really sure how old you are either, so that's tough, because older people typically know lots of stuff. All right, guys, that's gone. Well struck ball, well struck ball. We need it to stay in bounds though. That ball was hit real hard, dude. Do we have an out? I can't tell. You guys, this is another reason I strongly dislike this software is because I can't see anything. We can punch out. Let's hit a nasty little punch shot out of here with the 3-iron. Willie says, I might have to leave the par 3 tour and join a couple more leagues. These are a lot more fun than the stock sim golf tours. Yeah, they are, but sometimes these guys pick really shitty courses, dude. Just buyer beware. That's all I'm going to say. You guys see me doing this stuff enough. Some of it's self-induced, some of it is not. Willie says, I feel like Foof has a running conversation with ChatGPT. Possibly. And Foof says just a lot of time spent bored looking on Wikipedia. All right. Let's smash the piss out of a 3-iron punch shot and see where we're at when the dust settles here. We're actually okay because of the hard fairways. I don't think you would get that lucky outside on the golf course, but if you think my dumb ass ain't taking a freebie like that, you're out of your fucking mind. 60. You want to be closer to the pin than that from 65 yards out, guys. That's what separates the boys from the men. I'm just a simple boy. 15-foot putt's all we really need here. Now that I remembered we're on 11 stimp, we need to be careful. And you could see GS Pro did everything it could to keep us from getting into that cup there. So I think we took a bogey. 250. You guys, this ball is going to go for quite a long ways, provided I can keep the same flight path I've been having here. So PVC says he talked his wife into takeout. He's staying on. LFG, is that looking for game? That's exactly the shot we wanted. It's leaking a little bit though. Nice long son of a bitch. Oh boy, that's just gonna go too. Let's fast forward it. When this thing gets back, fucking re-enters Earth's atmosphere here. 50 yards. Foof says he doesn't have money for that many master's degrees anyway. He'd be in debt for multiple lifetimes. That is correct. We're still paying for my wife's master's degree. To this day. All right, guys, I am mentally retarded, and I think it's a law of golf that you have to botch a really good drive with a shitty little approach shot. I'd be lying if I wasn't a little fucking disappointed in myself right now. We basically got 9/10 of the way to the hole off the tee, and then I just hit this little fucking limp dick fucking 20-yard carry fucking shot, dude. I'm disappointed. You should be too. And then obviously you ain't making a 45-foot putt, so there we are. What should have been an easy birdie turned into a fucking par. All right, we're back. Excuse me. I lost my composure there. Willie says, let's fucking go. Willie, buddy, I tried. And then I became a meme. I became a meme, an instant fucking meme. Let's see if I can become a meme again. Driver's firing real good today. Oh, what? Foof says his wife's Christmas bonus was her company paying her back for all her student loan payments she did last year. She didn't get a Christmas bonus that big, buddy. Willie says, you said you enjoy football. Do you listen to the Pap? No. I don't like football. I played football in high school, and then I played a little bit of semi-pro football for 5 or 6 years. I don't actually like football, so if you guys want to go back and forth in the chat about football, that's fine. But I didn't even know who was in the Super Bowl until the next morning when everyone was talking about it at work. That's how out of the loop I am, brother. I'm sorry if I gave you any sort of false something. Dude, what's with the shit going to the right? Come on. All right. And you see how that ball just stopped for no reason? PVC said that's what LFG stands for. Oh, let's fucking go. All right, you guys, I clearly have brain damage, but I'm really sorry. You guys, my chipping game is, what's the word for it? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Fucking dog shit. PVC says, I missed a great halftime show. I heard that whoever performed was like Hispanic or something and people were up in arms about it. That's about all I heard, dude. Willie Foof says he also just got back from a wedding in New York and he said JFK Airport sucked ass. Okay, we're still talking about Foof's friend's wife here, just in case you're as confused as I am. Willie says, haha, my auntie asked why I got a lot of girlfriends. I got a lot of girlfriends. The white guy translating his music is hilarious. I think we're still talking about the halftime show for the Super Bowl. He said Pittsburgh was nice, though. Foof says it was a very dirty song in Spanish that was basically an FCC violation. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Guys, I'm not running on all cylinders today or any day for that matter. Just FYI. All right, that's a little leaky. Maybe we're on the fairway. It can leak wherever it wants if it'll keep going, right? We're hitting some good shots, but you can see if they have any side spin, any fucking side spin at all, it just robs you of distance. It's pretty crazy. Let's aim over here a little bit, 95 yards. Dude, get the fuck out of here. That was so good. That was so good. Oh, man. Oh, so that shot that I botched after the 330-yard drive and then that one, because it felt so good and it was headed toward the pin, I'm not going to lie, that kind of pissed me off. What the fuck was that? I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it, I suppose. All right, we got to keep it together. I'm out of drink here. We got to go 158 plus 13, so 170 into a headwind. We really got to pick our club very carefully here because there's lots of bunkers there. Dude, no, you need to go that way, God damn it. It's doing something funny. It's not going to stay on the green. There must be a huge hill or something right here for the ball to be doing that. It's still going, folks. Okay, yeah, that was quite a false front there. That had 3,600 RPM of spin on it and just died. That's slightly disappointing. Much like this whole fucking round has been. 17 feet. Oh, just go in the fucking hole. What's with this shit? What's with this shit tracking toward the hole and then like getting off the off-ramp, dude? What's up with that? Foof says I didn't understand why they chose him for the halftime show when they had Green Day open. So Green Day opened, we're talking about the Super Bowl that just happened between the Pats and the Seahawks, right? Green Day opened for them, and then they had this Spanish dude or dudes that like were the headliner. It's not like I can't go watch it on the old internet, right? She's dead. That's dead. It's going to do a bunch of weird GS Pro shit, and it's going to bounce like it's on the moon, and then we'll be somewhere on the fairway here. I should have moved over to the right side of the tee box. I do got to give it to the course designer, though, because they have got some very strategically placed objects on the course. I can't deny that. It would be stupid of me to even try. Well designed. Okay, finally hit the 3 hybrid worth of fuck. So there it goes. It might stop on the fairway, but I doubt it. All right, we got lucky. Pretty low trajectory though. 3 hybrid's supposed to pop up quite a bit more than its iron lofted counterpart, but we were in a funky lie there. You guys, I got nothing for you. I got nothing. We are literally fucking bleeding strokes right now. Awesome shot, awesome shot, awesome shot. And then when it comes time to get on the green, I fucking choke like there's a huge fucking cock in my mouth. I wouldn't say that was anything to write home about either, and it's coming back down. All right, so what, bogey, double bogey? Oh wow, this is really gonna punish us. All right, we gotta get up on that flat part there. That's about as much as I fucking care right now. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ Almighty, our Lord and Savior. Let's go ahead and hit the space bar here. Is it time to concede out of the hole yet? You guys, this is classic turboed Talon golf. Fucking classic. Okay, are we good? We good? All right. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. There went the scorecard. We were having a good round. I would say maybe recoverable, but you can't, guys, you can't score like that and expect anything good to happen. I got to scroll up. You guys are fucking chatting like a bunch of hens. PVC says he's playing in a scramble tournament Friday. It's his second one ever. Yeah, dude, those are actually exciting. Good luck, dude. Have fun. For golf's sake says, g'day. Hey, sir, how are you? Classic Turbo Talon golf. We were like 2 or 3 under, and now I'm 6 over. Foof says disgusting pin placement. Yes, Foof, but I'm the one swinging the putter. Steen Willie, okay. What do we got here? Did I select a club? I did select a club. We should hopefully be able to put this near the old Pinsky here. One, that's actually going to be short. That's actually in the fucking water, bro. What? What fucking elevation are we at here? What the fuck is going on here, bro? We're at 700 feet. What the fuck is going on here? Like, real talk, dude. Can we get back to fairway? We cannot. Next option, rehit. Okay, so I'm hitting downhill with a tailwind, and I cannot put a ball, I can't put a ball on a green that's the size of like a basketball court here. We need to hit a ball 130 yards, and I can't fucking do it for some reason. So let's try again. Let's grab another club. Oh my God. Will that work? Fucking A, man. Go. Fucking go. Holy shit, dude. This course is starting to become infuriating. Couple that with the fact that I suck balls at golf, and that's why we're already putting for bogey here. Fuck, man. This isn't even hard. Jesus Christ. What in the fuck Sam Hill is going on here, dude? How many bogeys have we, or birdies have we blown? None? Brrr. The fuck is going on here? This is not a hard golf course. It's just a fucking golf course. All right, so we got to carry 275 uphill. That's not happening, so we need to start thinking about a 3 hybrid here, recompose ourselves, and hit a golf ball like an adult. Jesus Christ, dude. I've never put so many goddamn golf balls in the water over 2 rounds in my life. Okay, there's a leaky 3 hybrid, so the next shot's going to be out of the rough. It shouldn't be a problem. I think it's maybe a 10% penalty. Let's see if we can claw back here and get a few of these strokes back, because I know I can play better golf than this. This is fucking infuriating. We just need to take like 2 extra clubs every time. So I know I need to hit 125-yard shot out of the rough. Let's add 10% to that. 125 plus 12.5 is, okay, I know what club I need to hit here just for insurance. Willie says we're trying to get your chat interaction up, big dog, doing God's work. No, dude, you guys keep chatting away. PVC says hit the like button. Guys, PVC's also got a channel, same logo. And now that I've looked at it a lot longer, it looks like it's the shape of Florida, but it's got some sunglasses. You'd have to look at it larger. And PVC says, does this program have Pebble in the old course? It's got Pebble, and it's got most of the courses that you could really ever dream of. But they did get rid of the old course. It's not hard to find the files to reinstall it manually, but as far as I'm aware, the old course got taken off for legal reasons. And Willie says, the names might be a little different, though, PVC, because it's not licensed by the course. Yeah, so Pebble is DPC Pebble, so not TPC. It's not the players whatever, it's the players whatever. But I thought they took the old course down, so maybe I'll have to check that. If it is on here, we might have to play around. Not today, though. I gotta do the dinner thing and all that shit. Guys, that was like 2 extra clubs. Get in the fucking hole. You owe me, motherfucker. Jesus, dude, that was 2 extra clubs. All right, so we're off to a good start after a really bad couple of holes. Let's see if we can just get a bunch more birdies here. Georgia Golf Club is Augusta. Yeah, some of them are reminiscent of their real life names and some of them are just completely different. Like DPC Deer Run is called like Moline Golf Course or something because it's right outside of Moline. But you'll see a lot of them on here. They're all here, but not the old course. I was pretty sure the old course got taken down. And FlyinFatKid sent me the files for it. I think Joe Legowski's got a link to the files for it. Maybe. Come on, fade over, fade over. All right, we should be fine. Dude, is it going to hit that speed, that go down that hill? That would be really nice. It looks like it's decelerating though. Okay, 90 yards. Fucking just pick a random club. It might be the right one or you might go fucking 50 yards past the green. There's no way of knowing. That might be our number. Come back, come back, come back. Come on back. Come on back. It would be really nice to get another birdie, but I think you guys have seen my putting prowess over the last few holes. I'm happy if this ball doesn't roll into the jungle over there. Let's hit a little 10, 11 footer. Nice and easy. Oh, hell yes. Some redemption. We only got 6 strokes left to go to get back to fucking even, which probably ain't happening because we have 5 holes left to go. This is playing 111 yards. I think I have a club for that, but it needs to be crisply struck. And let's look at the heat map on this green because I already don't trust it. Yeah, we need to be close to the pin here or we're gonna roll off the green. Oh shit, what's in the chat? So Foof says they have to rename the courses for copyright issues, and it's kind of lame they have to do that. I 120% agree. I realize 100% is the maximum amount you can agree with something, but for effect, I 120% agree. I don't know why you would have a problem with somebody recreating your golf course and putting it into a video game for everybody to play. I think really the only thing they have a problem with is the fact that GSPro costs like $250 or $260 a year. So they're like, no, you're not going to make money off of our golf course. But I would be flattered. There's a bunch of courses I wish they would bring in to GSPro, but I haven't seen them yet. That's going to be short. Probably going to roll back. Oh, it ain't even on. You guys, this club has so much variance between its far and its short. So let's see if I can botch another fucking chip shot here. It's got to get up to that level or it's coming back. All right. So we're about to lose one of those hard-earned birdies because I don't care who the fuck you are. You probably ain't making a 13-foot putt. Maybe a few out of 20. 14, 15-footer. Yeah, that wasn't even close. Must have pushed it. A little bit of a push. All right, guys, we got a few holes left to go. Yeah, Foof, it's probably got something to do with money. Well, it's 100% got something to do with money. Can you name something that motivates anybody else? What, sex and money? Let's just slam a ball down the fairway here. Foof's talking about Golf Zone. If you guys haven't looked at those Golf Zone simulators over there, dude, they're nuts. Those guys are crazy. Got lucky there. We didn't hit a collider. Or we might have, I don't know. Foof says, isn't the saying that everything revolves around sex except for sex, which is about power? Dude, I don't know what the saying is. And PVC says it's still cool. Who cares what they're called? I agree. It's just sometimes you have to go on the internet and say, like, what is GS Pro's equivalent of fucking name a course. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But other than that, it is actually pretty cool. What's the GS Pro equivalent of, you know, Spyglass or whatever? Nope, I need you to fade. All right, that was a little bit of a hot shot, pretty close to the pin. Little bit of a hot shot though. Hot shots golf. Ooh, guys, we would have such a good round here if it wasn't for a few holes. Just a few holes got us. 204. 204. It's a 215-yard par 3, huh? Well, that sucks. Bounce right. That way. Right is that way. All right, good shot. It's pin high. I think that was the 5 hybrid. Willie says it's an extra step most of the time to find the course. True. I find most of the courses because somebody uses them in a round. And I'm like, man, this looks really familiar. Like, I didn't know the Georgia course was what they were calling Augusta until I played Augusta, and I was like, oh, I get it, Georgia course. I think you know where we're playing our next shot from. And I don't know if my ball's buried. I don't know if it's plugged. I saw it roll into the bunker, so you would think that I could use whatever club I would normally hit out of here with. Right? You would think. So we're going to try that, and I'm sure it's going to end up fucking miserably, but I saw my ball roll into the bunker. It shouldn't be buried. It shouldn't be plugged, right? Can we agree on that? Okay, it came out pretty well. It's fading toward the pin. And if these greens weren't made out of fucking pancakes soaked in syrup, that would have been a gimme birdie. But I think that went pretty well. I think that went pretty well, guys. I don't know what this is going to do. 15-footer. Oh, shit. Come on. Fuck, dude. God damn it, that was so close. I'd play the replay, but I just get mad. Foof says it's an alleged quote by Oscar Wilde, the one about sex up there that you guys can't see anymore because I don't have much of the chat showing. Aussie says, yo, what's up, Shelby? Not much. Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the chat. PVC says, do they have the night course in Dubai? I wonder what it looks like. We'll check right after this, my friend. We're on 18. Don't let me forget. Foof says, I wish people would put old fantasy Tiger Woods courses on here like the Predator. So sadly, it might already be on here and we just don't know it. I don't know. I've never played anything that looked like the Predator. There's one called Anaconda Falls, but it's not the Predator from Tiger Woods. All right, the 18th hole. You guys, we're doing fine. I'm a 15 handicap outdoors. This is a great score. I'm just a huge baby. Okay, we still got two well over 200 to go. Is this pin worth attacking? Yeah, I'd say it's worth attacking. You guys, if you're playing with this simulator software, thou shalt ensure that it has you aimed into the right spot. I don't know why you would ever aim right here, but I'm going to aim to where I should be aimed up here. You guys, this is only the best sim software because it's what we've currently got available to us. I wouldn't say that it is anything fucking special above and beyond that. But it does often anger me. Three hybrid here. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. But I think we're putting. Okay, we're putting. This better be a goddamn par 5, I'll tell you what. Okay. You guys, we basically got a 109-foot putt up, what, 12, 21. It's an extremely long putt breaking to the left. We'll just aim over there. Remember, it doesn't break as much uphill. And we'll just give this a really good little a little crack here. Well, maybe we can get a birdie. I strongly doubt it. What are we doing here? Downhill. 15-footer. Get in the fucking hole. God damn it. All right. Decent round. We ended with a 77. I want to go see if this Dubai night course is on here. Petroleum is in the chat. He says, afternoon, men and ladies. Come on, dude. It's about inclusivity. Just finished 54 holes of sim golf. Played like a gigantic piece of dog shit today. I like that we can come in here and just, partake in the fucking horror that is golf. Foof says, remember that's what used to be the best were the old Microsoft golf games from the 90s? I think the last Microsoft golf game I played was on the original Xbox, and it was kind of a departure from Tiger Woods because it was a little more difficult. Petroleum says PVC, if you want to do a sim, you could do it pretty cheap. Grab an R10, get a Go Sports range cage, etc., etc. This is true. My only comment would be, because I've played with an R10 and many, many other launch monitors, is to maybe go with the Square or something else. Spend a little bit more money on the launch monitor, because if you don't, you're going to end up spending it on the launch monitor later anyway. Guys, this was a really good round. 2 birdies, 11 pars. We had 3 bogeys, 1 double, and then that 1 double plus that hole with that fucking demonic pin placement, but I was the one doing the putting. 334 was the longest drive, 157 was the fastest ball speed, 39% of greens, 54% of fairways. It really wasn't a bad round, honestly, guys. Let's go see if we can find this Dubai course. If someone's already at their computer, can you tell me? Google it and see if it's in GS Pro, but I can just check for Dubai. So we've got Gilded Dunes, which is Dubai, but it's fictional. PVC says, nice round, thank you. And Foof says it was a well-rounded round. PVC says his garage is closer to 9 feet. Yeah, dude, you might have a problem. Oh, no shit, it really is Gilded Dunes? Oh, it's by R. Dyer and Rudpud Run. I wonder why it's saying it's fictional, though. Because I remember playing a league once where you could switch the night lighting on and off, so now I'm wondering if that's what this is. Run, Pud, run. Yes, my master. Do it, Anakin. Do it. Second Flight Golf's in the chat. How you doing? He says he loves this course. I don't know if I've ever played it. It's taken a hellaciously long time to load, though. So is this a real course in Dubai, or is this... You guys can tell me once we fire it up, because I honestly don't know. Hopefully it starts it in the nighttime, but I thought there was a checkbox somewhere to play it with the lights on or something. So Foof's just put a pun in the chat. Okay, so this is the one. You see there's a checkbox down here. Is this the one you guys are talking about? Do it, Anakin. Well, there you go, baby. Classic Turbo Talon Golf up in this motherfucker. This is pretty cool. Petroleum says, geez, we got a lot going on in the chat here. For golf's sake says, I have played it. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. PVC says he thought about cutting into a ceiling. How high do you recommend? He's 5'8". Hey, PVC Golf, there's another sim golfer. His name's D-Lud Golf, D-L-U-D, Delta Lima, Uniform Delta Golf. He actually, his wife let him cut a hole into the ceiling in his garage. He would probably be the best person to ask. Petroleum says Coeur d'Alene's fun, pretty friendly. I think we just played Coeur d'Alene. We did. Did we? With the floating island green on like the 14th hole. Willie Beeman says, up in here, up in here. Yeah, this is dope. I'm going to have to play it tonight. I selected a few holes here. Oh, guys, I have auto putt on, so the round goes quicker. That's my bad. This is really cool. You guys, this is real? This is somewhere, an actual course somewhere? Maybe wet. Sit. Don't do that. Okay, let's see where it says we entered the... That's really weird because we technically entered the water from near the green. So I don't know why it brought us back here. Just more GS Pro shenanigans. Part of the reason I really don't care for this software. We technically entered the water from way over there. Okay, and then I just shanked the fuck out of the ball. Get over there. Get over there. You guys, you know me, I'll just keep on trying. No, we'll take this. So it looks like we're hitting the ball off of a rock, and I don't want to do that either, so we'll just keep on doing it. We'll try one more time. I usually don't have this much trouble with fucking water holes, but every dog has his day, right? Okay, as long as we're on the green, it'll do an auto putt function, I believe. And then we can look at a few holes here, and then I'll bid you guys adieu so I can go eat some din-din. I can't see the auto putt lines, but you can see on the left here that we auto one putted. That was a pretty long one putt, I'm not gonna lie. Willie says it's worst case scenario, PVC would have an irons only sim, which is still good. Second Flight Golf says this is a fan in Dubai. You guys are fucking cooking in the chat here. Holy shit, I gotta scroll up. Fantasy course in Dubai. PVC Golf says he's gonna start looking into it. He'd love to join a league. Yeah, you'd love to join a league until you find out this is nothing like fucking real golf and you throw your putter through the garage door. Petroleum says, yes, that's it. Floating green on 14. Yeah, Petroleum, I think I just played it. Foof told me to play it, and it ended up being a nice little course. Willie says you could cut a hole, plan it so the space between trusses is where the club swings. Second Flight Golf League on SGT. Petroleum says, I think the league would be fun too. Don't know much about it. Chicken nuggies for Din Din. No, I think we're having tacos again, like we do every night, because all we got to do is brown hamburger meat. And Willie says you could get lucky on your trusses 2 feet on center. Yeah, you'll have to see what D-Lud did. All right, so I need to take like 2 extra clubs pretty much all the time. I'm guessing this is at sea level. Basically. Okay, so now we got the 7th hole. Looks like we got a cool dome over here, like the one by that Wynn golf course. Dome Depot. All right, we're going left. We're going left, boys and girls. What's it gonna call it? What's this piece of shit software gonna say? We're in sand? All right, we got a ways to go here. Monday night's Taco Tuesday. They got that thick air in Dubai. Yeah, I'm slowly seeing that. Let's see if the 3 hybrid can cut through the thick air. Pretty good shot there. 26 yards to the pin, ski. Ooh, that dome's cool. All right, the next hole is 9. I love the pitch black sky, but for some reason the clouds are perfectly visible. Does that make any sense to anybody else, or am I on fucking drugs? Okay, there we go. All right, what are we doing here? We're hitting a golf ball. Foof, I didn't get to watch the Rage guy. I'll look. I was checking out, last night I was checking out PVC's channel. Should do a spotlight on all you guys' shit, honestly. Decent drive, 287. Good ball speed too. I'm surprised it only went 287. Anyway, I digress. Let's get up on this green. That is, it's going to be short. That was thick. Bounce up. Dude, the physics in this software make me sick. Did I say that yet? I don't think I said that yet. A birdie. Sure, buddy, whatever you say. So now we got the 11th hole here at Gilded Dunes. So we know that a good hit is going to go probably to the dog leg here. The Gilded Dunes. PVC Golf says he makes mostly stupid shorts. My mom says I was born with SIDS. Come on, man. Your mom didn't say that, did she? It's my kind of humor. I like it. Okay, that should want to cut the dog leg. Driver's been on fire today. For that, I am very appreciative. And then what we'll do is hit this 3 hybrid again. But we got some water up there, so let's make sure we're aimed over to the right. This is more of a showcase than anything else. I'm not trying to like get the low score or anything like that. Okay, let's see how many putts it says that we used and see if it gives us an eagle. Oh, just a shitty old birdie. All right, guys, the next showcase hole here at Gilded Dunes is number 13. Foof says, what's your favorite movie and why is it In the Army Now with Pauly Shore? So Foof asked me what my favorite movie was and then assumed it was In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. Dude, that was a good one. 2 thumbs up. I'd give you more thumbs up, but I only have 2 fucking thumbs. Okay, that was a little Healy. Maybe it was a lot Healy. We're going to be taking our next shot out of the old rough. Willie subbed to PVC Golf. We're spread the wealth, guys. Spread the love. It doesn't cost you anything to sub and like. Foof says, I think the channel name for it is Ken Jaguar or Jaguar, however you pronounce that. Second Flight says he would appreciate any support as well. Second Flight says you can identify as having 3 thumbs these days. The problem with that is my cock's way bigger than a thumb, so nobody would believe me. I would also go to jail, probably pretty quick. That was a shitty little flop shot, but we're on and it, no, we're not on. As soon as we get on, it'll give us a random auto putt. Tiered green here. Wow, I'm really making a mockery of myself here. That's every night though here on Turbo Talon Golf. Hole 15 is a 550-yard par 5. I have a fucking pube in my mouth. Willie Foof says he wished he'd do more golf game videos. He used to do lots of hot shot and golf club. I love hot shots. I'm actually playing through the PSP version again right now. Willie says hot shots golf was such a good game. They don't make them like they used to. No. That's one of my faves. Second Flight says, do I like the ProTee? Yeah, I love it. I've run a few other launch monitors prior to this one, and none of them can really stack up, but it does over-calculate side spin, unfortunately, which is really, it's not a fatal flaw. It's just something I wish they'd fix eventually. You guys, I rocked way too far back on that shot. I knew it was not going to work out. But we got 300 to the pin. Let's hit the 3 hybrid. Let's get moving on this round here. It's 5:37 Mountain Standard Time. Mountain Time. Miller Time. There's the 3 hybrid for you. Into the fairway. Foof says he's been playing hot shots on the emulators. Same here. I can't get enough of Hot Shots Golf. I think it's really well done video game. If PVC says he's never played Hot Shots. So if you're not a gamer and you've never played Hot Shots, be careful taking up video games. They get addictive. If you are a gamer and you've never played Hot Shots, you may want to check it out. It's really easy to start up an emulator on your computer and download a ROM. Google that, it's easy. Foof says, go figure, the Japanese make a cartoony golf series with the most realistic golf physics. Yeah, it's pretty good shit. I love it. PVC said that was a good 3 hybrid. I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it. And Second Flight says, what the heck is Hot Shots? I'll let the chat get you on that one, buddy. I got to finish this round up. 4 is probably the best one to play if you've never played Hot Shots before. Was 4 on the PlayStation? 4's on the PlayStation 3. Okay, it's on PS2. It's even easier, dude. We've got people subbing to everybody. We're sharing the wealth here. Willie Beeman says, take me back to SOCOM and U.S. Navy SEAL days. Holy shit, it was a blessing being born in the 90s. Yep, loved SOCOM. I loved Ghost Recon. I loved me some Splinter Cell. Lots of good shit, man. Okay, we're going to get some kind of a random generated thing here for a bogey. So it randomly gave us a 3-putt. So sometimes you'll get a 1-putt, 2-putt, 3-putt. I don't know if there's a 4-putt. I would think that that's a little bit fucked up, honestly, if there's a 4-putt. Because you could feasibly be on the green in 1 or 2 and then 4-putt out for a double or a triple. That'd be kind of fucked up. So 17th hole, I think this might be the last one of the showcase. Let's really give her the gun here. And that will be the last shot of the round. And nope, we drove through the green like a jagaloon. We drove through the fucking green. Sometimes it's tough being the Incredible Hulk, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Free steroids, etc. All right, that's the last shot. Looks like we got a bunch of birdies because of the auto putt. Fun course, guys, go play it. But I would suggest you go play Hot Shots Golf instead because it's more realistic than this software that costs $250 a year. Go, do it. Download PCS X2, which is the PS2 emulator. Grab you a copy of Hot Shots Golf off of Vim's Lair or any other fucking supplier. Get yourself a controller and fire that shit up. If you need any help, let me know. Emulation is easy. It's been made publicly available to the masses in the last, I'd say, 10 or 15 years. Decent stats here. We only played half the course. Let's jump back out to the GS Pro splash screen. Okay, we're talking about video games, Golden Tee. Golden Tee's hard to emulate because of the trackball. Trust me, I tried. For Golf's Sake says, great drive, Hulkster. Dude, I'm just kidding. I'm just a fat, fucking middle-aged, balding man. Willie says, we're the last of a dying breed. True, in some respects. Great show, gents. Cheers. PVC, I got a lot of shit to catch up on your channel, and I got to go watch that fucking Rage Dude rage. Something. Don't forget the 100 for the Sim Golf Tour, haha. Dude, stop stirring the shit. I think the Sim Golf Tour was closer to... Isn't the Sim Golf Tour way more than that if you want to host a league? And Foof says 70s had Quaaludes, though. Good point, good point. For Golf's Sake says later, everybody keep on swinging. Oh, trust me, buddy, I will. We'll see you later, sir. Facts, Foof, fucking facts, says Willie. Shelby, Betrodium says, Shelby, your chat's on fire. Nice job. You guys, I don't do this. I just come on here and play shitty golf. You guys do this. It's curated by yourselves. Foof says Neo Turf Masters is easy to emulate because it uses a joystick to aim and button for power and accuracy. Yeah, Neo Turf Masters came out on... If you guys have a Nintendo Switch and you're subscribed to that, Neo Turf Masters came out if you want to play it on your Switch. If not, it is super easy to emulate. Golden Tee is a lot harder to emulate, though. But Neo Turf Masters is fun. There's some parts of that game, though, that are going to make you want to fucking choke a puppy, so... Yep, be careful. All right, guys. I'm going to bid you adieu. Chat's been on fire. You guys were spreading the wealth with the subscriptions and the likes. Everybody appreciates it. But I think we had a really fun night, even though I came out here with a fucking headache and a bad attitude. I think we had a really fun night. All right, guys, go do some emulation. Go play some of these old golf games. They're really good. He says, take care, ladies and men. Betrodium says, take care, ladies and men. Have a good night. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Love you. Bye.